there's going to be a number, a label, and a chemical that you start your problem with, and then it gives you a label and generally a chemical that you're looking for. So the one that gives you the number is what you start your problem with. A lot of times people have trouble trying to figure out where they start. So we're going to be starting this first example with 4 moles of sodium chloride. We want to know how many grams that is. Can we talk directly from moles to grams? Yes. What has to go on the bottom though? Moles of sodium chloride. What's going to go on top? Grams, because the question says how many grams. A lot of people can set it up this far and then don't know where to go from here. Well, what are you looking for? Grams. And we already said that we can talk directly to grams from moles, so we're good. The moles of sodium chloride cancel out. We're left with grams of sodium chloride. Is that what the question asked for? I say it this way because you have to think that in your head while you're doing this on the test, especially. That's what it asked for, so you can put your label and chemical for your answer. Then go back in and fill in the numbers for the relationship. What's the relationship of moles and grams? 1 mole. Anytime you have grams in a parenthesis, we already talked about atoms, that's always Avogadro's number, but now we have grams in a parenthesis. It's the mass off the periodic table. Well, is this a compound or an element? This is a compound, so you have to put them together. So sodium, side problem. Sodium, we memorized for the quiz as 23. How many sodiums do we have in sodium chloride? 1, so we're good. And chlorine was 35.45. And how many chlorines are in sodium chloride? 1, so we're good. Then you just add them together. That is the number you use in the parenthesis. What am I going to do with that? Multiply. How did you know to multiply? It's in the top. So you do 4 times 55.85. I lied. I'm so sorry. I just wrote iron in there. Good thing you caught me. Good thing you should check yourself. There, how's that? 4 times 58.45. Does that make more sense? What'd you get? 233.8 grams sodium chloride. Beautiful. Now I'm going to write the next problem right underneath this because I'm going to make a point. Remind me to make my point. So the next example, how many atoms are in 4 moles of sodium chloride? Kind of looks like the same question, doesn't it?
But you're looking for atoms instead of grams.
Exactly. So you're looking for what number, label, and chemical you are given and what the question is asking you to find as far as label and chemical. So we're starting it off the same way, 4 moles of sodium chloride. What's going to be different is how we set up our parenthesis. What is the same is how we have to set it up to cancel. So what's going to go on the bottom here to cancel? Moles of sodium chloride. What am I looking for? Atoms, because the question says how many atoms. So atoms goes on the top. Moles cancel. I'm left with atoms. Is that what the question asked for? Yes. Can moles and atoms directly communicate? Yes, moles is the universal translator. It can talk to anybody. You understand that's crazy Christy talk, right? That they don't really talk to each other. Okay. So atoms is the only label that's not canceled. That's what the question asked for. So we're good as far as our label and our chemical for the answer. Now we have to put our numbers in. Notice I'm putting numbers in last. Yeah. A lot of students like to write the number first just because we read right to left. Left to right, I lied. So they try to put the number in first, but the labels actually guide what number you're putting in there. So do your labels first, go back, cancel the labels, and then put the numbers in. Because the label will tell you what number to go there. So if we have moles in a parenthesis, what number goes there? If we have atoms in a parenthesis, what number goes there? 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Yep. 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, which is Avogadro's number. So our labels are good, our numbers are in, we have our label for our answer. How do we do this math problem? Multiply because the number's in the top. So you do 4 times 6.02, that E button, 23. A little louder. 2.41 times 10 to the 24th. All right, I'm trusting you.